All right, Kramer, great playing through 36 holes, bogey free. What's been working well for you out there today, or over the 2 days?
Yeah, I mean, really everything's been really well. Haven't missed a fairway with the driver, I don't think, and then irons have been spot on. So I just feel like I'm really just in control of all facets of the game. I missed a couple putts there coming in late, but the putter's been pretty hot. Yeah, everything's been pretty sharp. Just feel like I'm, making it as easy as possible for myself. And I don't know if the wind's going to kick up all later this week, but if it does, this course can start to show its teeth. But right now it's laid down. It's played about as easy as it can play.
Can you just talk us through some of the birdies you made?
Yeah, really, I feel like I've taken advantage of all the par fives, and like I was saying earlier, it's like there's holes out here where I feel like you have to take advantage of the holes, whether you're having wedges in your hand, and there's holes where you're sort of just playing away from pins, and um, I think Tiger's done a really good job of just kind of obviously, you're playing different angles, which he talked about, and I'm definitely sort of, trying to play that way to where certain pin locations, like we're not even looking at them, right? And then there's other ones that you're firing at. So it's like you got to take your medicine and just play smart a lot of times. And then these par fives are pretty gettable, so you're trying to get after those, and then take care of the wedge holes as well. So, but there's holes that if the wind kicks up, that they'll play pretty tough. I mean, like 15. Those back left pins that are coming up this week, and then 16 is going to be tough, and then I think 14. 14 can be tough if you miss the fairway. So, um, to me, it like starts with getting the ball and play off the tee, and then from there you're sort of like in a position to be able to play more aggressively.
You came very close to winning a playoff in Hartford. Did you think you would still be searching for that first win at this point?
Um, it's tough to say. At the time I was really confident and playing really well, and then I sort of went through like a 2-year drought and was still working really, really hard. I just don't think I was doing the right things. I felt like I had a second there and a third a couple months later. I felt like I was just catching lightning in a bottle. It's just like it had to be perfect. The state of my game now, it feels like, you know, it's like work, 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 and you don't see any results, right? And that's kind of how I felt. And then it's like you keep working, you don't see any results, and then finally it's like boom, it looks like overnight success. And that's sort of what I feel like is going on now. It's like I've been working really hard on the right things the last 2 years, and I'm finally starting to see the results starting to come through. Not only here, like these last 2 days, but at home I've been seeing it a bunch. So it's nice to see that. Mentally it frees you up, and knowing that you're playing good golf, and it's just about staying patient and just letting the results happen instead of trying to force them to happen.
Last thing, I think you mentioned in the radio interview that you came in on Saturday to get more familiar with the golf course.
Yeah.
What went into that decision?
Yeah, one of my sponsors, Discovery, is a golf course called Chileno Bay in El Dorado, like 30 minutes away. So we've been out there since Friday just practicing, and then we came over here and played on Saturday, and really just spent as much time around this place as possible. Just really, we were the only ones out here, so we could spend 6-7 hours out here just sort of getting to know the place. And I mean, it's a new golf course for all of us, so I kind of feel like it's an even playing field where some of the guys with a lot more experience don't have a lot more than knowledge. Everyone's starting at the same spot, so I just really wanted to get a jump start on that. I'm really familiar with these Pass Palm greens. I've sort of played a bunch on these, and I really like them, so I feel comfortable on them. But I was, thinking this place was going to blow a lot harder, and I think it does in the spring. It'll blow up to 40 miles an hour, and like occasionally now you can get 20 to 30-mile days, but the wind's died down, so I thought this place was going to play a lot harder than it has. It hasn't really shown its teeth yet, but I know it's possible.
Thank you, Kramer.
Thank you.
Have you done this before coming to a tournament this early?
The only other time I have was on the Corn Ferry, and I had a really good week that week. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe there's a sign. Normally you can't.